There she is.
I wasn't sure if you remembered or not because it was getting on pretty late in the night. We never really record this late, and I thought maybe you had you'd done that sneaky thing that guys like you and I do, where we don't really want to do something, so we don't call to confirm or deny. We just hope the other person forgets as well.
Well, can I
Yeah.
be honest with you?
Yeah, sure.
I forgot we were doing it tonight.
Yeah.
And when the phone rang and it says the hotline, I literally went, "Oh shit, I forgot." Yeah.
I mean, I thought for a minute, I was like, because I was so comfortable doing absolutely nothing today,
Me too.
that I was like, fuck, I got to get up and go in the other room to record this, and then I'm like, they'll understand, it's the holiday, but then I'm like, no, let's do it because we put such minimal effort into it, anyways.
Right. I forgot. I totally forgot that today was Thursday because I've done nothing today.
Right. I'm sure I've done less than you.
I mean, I cooked. That was it.
Right. See, I didn't even cook. You probably have eaten like 6 times because you're fat.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's in my notes to talk about.
I ate once, and it was food I cooked yesterday. So let me tell you
How
something.
boring.
Yeah, well, listen, I got out of my one, like I begged out of my one Thanksgiving invite. I just wanted to stay home and fuck off. And my dad like invited me to his girlfriend's house, and you can imagine that sounds about as exciting as it would have been. So I kind of like said I wasn't feeling good, and
You use the COVID as an excuse?
no, I didn't say I had COVID. I just said I wasn't feeling well. I didn't. I
That's the new oldest trick in the book.
it is. Although now thinking back on it, it may imply I might have the COVID. COVID, who knows? And maybe we're better safer than sorry. So I guess I did use the COVID. So what I realized was in my mistake, my grand mistake was that I didn't have any food in the house and nothing delivers. I went to my go-to Chinese place online and they were like, we're not delivering today. So yeah.
So you should have went. You would have got a nice meal.
Yeah, but I mean, a nice meal versus having to put pants on once in the next 4 days. Nah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Listen,
God.
my roommate's not here. He's down at his mom's. I'm literally like king of the castle right now, doing fuck all wherever I want in the house. So.
Watching this horrible football game, too, I assume.
I watched some of it, not the one that's on now, but that Lions one.
I fell asleep here in the second quarter of this one.
Let's touch on the Lions one for 1 second.
Yeah.
Did we not have this conversation last night?
We did. We had this conversation last night, yes.
The Lions have no business being a Thanksgiving Day tradition.
Right. They have no business being a football team.
Like, there were 3 games on... Right, well, the Jets as well, but...
Yeah.
At least
is that our Blake shot for the day?
A little bit, although I would say at least the Jets have won a Super Bowl in the last 50 years.
Right,
it was 50 years ago, but at least they won one. Of the 3 games, they canceled one due to COVID, and of course it's not the Lions one. It's the one that would have been good.
Right.
But they really, I don't know who came. I lied. I didn't know who came up with this tradition until I was watching the dumb game, and the commentators mentioned that the owner of the team, who was a radio guy, came up with the idea for Thanksgiving Day games. And so because he owned the Lions became a Thanksgiving Day tradition. So there's
and now we've been stuck with it ever since.
Right.
Damn.
We've been taking it in the rumper for the last 40 years. So yeah, terrible. So wow,
I got the food, the overeating carb cough right now.
Is that what you're calling it? Because I was about to accuse you of the COVID over there.
No,
of the two of us.
The minute I put the carbs in, like I ate carbs, and then it was like instantaneously I started getting tired, and I couldn't stop coughing.
Well, let's rewind to yesterday, because you said
here we go.
Well, no, what do you mean? Here we go. You're the one that you called me last night,
right? Yep.
And you're like talking about how you're going to go off the rails tomorrow, and then some way, I guess you had planned it. You were literally trying to convince me, because I guess that was the way to convince yourself that you might as well just start eating bad, Wednesday night. I mean, it's practically Thursday. Wednesday night's practically Thursday, and Thursday's
Right.
Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving you're having your cheat day. So and what happened was you, in convincing yourself to do that, which didn't take much, and I was all encouraging because I don't care. We're not in a weight loss competition anymore. Go put whatever you want in your mouth. Put a dick in your mouth. I don't care. But the
Well,
but in you doing all that talking, I found that I had walked to the pantry and the fridge 3 times looking at food, and I wasn't looking at food that I could eat. I was looking at food I shouldn't eat because you were and
and you weren't even hungry.
no, but all of a sudden I'm eyeballing ravioli and fucking pancake mix and whatever else we had that carb wise I can't eat. So you were fucking with me, and I finally I had to cook like ground beef at like midnight because I was totally mind fucked, and so I ate, but I ate good, and that got me through. But you, on the other hand, what did I like leftover pizza, which was what you were talking about? Didn't even.
I mean, it wasn't really left over. I mean, it was like from that night.
Oh, yeah, but I know. Here's what I knew. You're like, oh, there's 3 pieces of pizza left over from the kids. I want
Right.
to eat it, but I know your kids are boring fucking people with vanilla taste. So
Right.
it was plain cheese pizza, which is like, you know.
Well, there ended up being a good story out of this.
Okay, well, so it's your story. I'm hogging it. Go ahead.
So there's 3 slices left.
Right.
I'm tempted by it. I say, you know what? Well, okay, let me backtrack here.
Oh, here we go.
I wanted to eat it. I reached out to you first. You didn't give me full assurance, though, to eat this pizza. Like, I just didn't feel you were there for me.
I wasn't, because you were fucking with me, and
Right.
I couldn't I was
So-
dealing with my own demons while you were while you.
Well, then I reached out to a couple other people, maybe CJ, maybe Paula.
Oh, they're not good.
Even I think I reached out to.
They're not good
maybe,
influences. They're not good influences.
Maybe Brittany too. I think I don't know in New York, and next thing I know, they're all like, "Eat the pizza." So I heated up 2 slices. I ate the 2 slices, and then I said, "Well, how can I leave 1 slice in the box?" Nick comes out of the shower, and he goes, "Oh man, can't wait to eat this pizza." And he opens the box, and it's empty. And he lost his shit. He took the box and flung it like a frisbee and screamed and yelled and stomped upstairs.
Did
Like
you?
she's like, "Yeah, I can't believe you ate the pizza. You're supposed to be on a diet, you fat ass." And he went upstairs.
This is so. I assume you made him eat his Thanksgiving dinner out of a dog bowl today.
No,
Oh.
I just didn't call him down when it was ready, and he came down and it was cold.
He really threw the pizza box. Did you make him go pick it up, or did he just fucking
Not
stomped
even.
off?
He threw it. It landed on top of the garbage pail. Like literally on. It landed from the counter. You're talking. It's probably 8 to 10 feet. He flung it and it landed right on top of the garbage pail.
It's ironically probably the most he's cleaned up after a meal in months.
Oh,
But-
never cleans up after himself.
But he didn't even eat.
Right. So it was now they made the 3 pieces worth it.
Right. Oh,
You know.
1,000%.
Right.
But he did earn his name again. Every
He did.
I mean, Nick the Dick, it was being a dick.
Total did.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Oh well. Here's part 2 of the story I wanted to tell.
yeah.
I ate so much.
Well, wait a minute.
What?
There was aftermath from eating that pizza.
Yeah. I mean.
Well, that's the funny part. Like you were like it immediately hit you like a ton of bricks.
So, number 1, I got the worst acid reflux in history. Like, almost immediately.
Oh,
Number 2, my body was just, like, hurting, and it was, like, in pain, and, like, it was just, I felt like weights were on my shoulder. But can I tell you something? I haven't told you this yet. I fell asleep in my room with the lights on, the door open, which I never do. It's always the door closed, lights off, TV was on. I must have went upstairs and just thought I'm going to lay down for a second just to get my composure. I woke up It was this morning.
It just knocked you out, huh? Clobbered you.
And I usually wake up in the middle. Every night I wake up 3:30, 2:30. I slept straight through the night. I was in such a carb coma that I woke up. It was this morning, but I came downstairs. I felt like $1,000,000. I was like, whoa! Like I was like living it. I felt great. But then Thanksgiving happened.
Right. Well, it was funny because I was talking to you, and you were talking about how fucked up you were, and literally you were like, I have to get off the phone. I'm so fucked up. And you must have literally then walked to your bed, and that was it. That's funny.
I got off the phone with you.
Yeah.
I shut off all the lights downstairs. I went upstairs. I walked in, turned the light on, turned the TV on, and I usually plug my phone in. I didn't even plug my phone in.
Yeah.
I laid on top of the sheets, and I was like, I'm just gonna lay down for a second. That did not happen.
Famous last words always.
Right.
I'm just gonna put my head down.
But then today happened. So I made cinnamon rolls this morning. I had 3.
Out of how many?
I think I made 12. I had 3.
Okay.
There's still 2 left, so
those
throw those away though.
No,
but I'm throwing them away. They're rock hard.
Don't you trust me? Put them in the microwave for 15 seconds. They'll be brand new.
Well, like you speaking from experience.
Yes, I know. I know how to refresh a stale donut, brother, so it tastes like Krispy Kreme when the sign's on.
That's so funny. Well, so I ate that, and then I didn't eat anything today. I just, I had a couple cups of coffee, and I started cooking, and that took, about till 3 o'clock or so. And then the spread we had ham, turkey, sweet potato with the brown sugar and the marshmallow. We had the apples. I don't even know what you call them, like Cracker Barrel serves over there. We had mashed potatoes. I actually boiled potatoes and mashed them myself.
Wait. Did you cook all this?
Yes.
So you made a dish with apples and don't know what it's called?
Oh, no, that I didn't make. I bought that and just heated it up in the
Okay,
microwave.
well, that's what I'm
That's the only thing I don't know how to make.
Yeah, well, that caught me for a second because you're talking about cooking, and I'm like, but he doesn't know what it's
mashed potatoes,
called.
I boiled potatoes and mashed them. Like, I didn't buy mashed potatoes. I did it myself.
That. I buy that bag
milk and garlic and
I buy that bag of flake
butter.
potato.
No. We went homemade today, and then I made the turkey, the ham, potatoes, sweet potato pie with we got the apples. What else did we have? Green beans. We had the lasagna from Capri Ristorante.
That's what I'm
Illinois.
waiting. We're all waiting for the review, but
we'll get to that point.
Yeah,
in a second.
get the rundown.
Hold up.
Yeah, get the rundown.
What else did we have here? I'm looking in the fridge. What else did we have, Nick? Nick the Dick's in the fridge for round 2. We had some. He didn't eat any of it. You fucking liar.
I had ham, mac and cheese, and turkey. That's it.
Oh, mac and cheese. I made mac and cheese homemade. Like I boiled pasta and I put real cheese in it. Like, I did it myself. I didn't buy it out of a box. What do you think this asshole says?
It doesn't taste good.
There's too much cheese. Yeah, you cried about it before you even ate it. Yeah, asshole. And then, so this big spread of food. I went 2 plates from the start. I didn't play any games. I literally made myself 2 plates to start. So I ate the 2 plates, like, great. The lasagna. Mm-hmm. This is the part we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
First of all, they call it thick lasagna. Now with 2 C's.
Right.
This thing, it's like a brick. You don't know how heavy it is. Like, if I hit you with it, it would hurt. It's that heavy. It's like a solid piece of pasta with meats and cheeses.
Yeah.
So I went next level though here. He sent me meat sauce. So I heat the meat sauce up and I poured the meat sauce over the lasagna. This is next level here.
I'm almost like, are you over saucing your lasagna?
No, because I was in the fridge and then I heated it up in the oven. It kind of got lost its like salt. It dried out a little bit, so I put the sauce on it, but with the meat sauce.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. We got to go to this restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got to go.
Yeah.
We got to go.
Yeah.
The lasagna was I can't. Words cannot explain how good it was.
I'm down. Any weekend you want to go. We'll fly out to
I
Chicago
really think we need to go up there.
or Illinois, wherever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Illinois.
I mean, so good, so tasty, just super. I mean, what a thick piece of lasagna. But yeah, so I think we need to go.
I'm down.
Yeah,
So,
so
I
I can't imagine what the rest of their food's like, but yeah.
So like, this was my other concern, was that it was getting late, and this food might have knocked you out again, and that we'd be.
Oh. Oh wait, let me tell the rest of my story then. So, I eat.
What time?
We eat at 3:30ish,
All right.
3:30ish maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
We eat. Now we got dessert, and I just didn't think the dessert was going to happen. I said I really can't go for the dessert right now. And the kids were super full. They both ate and went immediately upstairs to go lay down. I sat on the couch. Next thing I know, it's 5:15. So I was like, "Oh!" I just fell asleep. And Lex came down and she said she came down and me and the dog were both snoring. I mean, I was out. I got up and took a walk, and then I had dessert.
Yeah.
I had a piece of Oreo cream cake or something, and then I went old school. My parents always used to get the Pepperidge Farm triple layer cake. So I got one. It tastes exactly like it did when I was a kid.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even know what you're talking about. I mean, I know what Pepperidge
Joey made
Farms
a
is, but I've
TikTok.
never had any of their cakes, I don't think. Just,
Well,
sandwich bread
I'm
and
hurt.
cookies.
I will tell you, I'm hurt. The food is it's right under my breastbone right about now. That's where we're sitting. So which means I got a little bit of room left to go.
Yeah.
But I'm hurt. My feet hurt. My elbows hurt. My neck hurts. My fingers feel like sausages. I mean, I'm swollen to the fucking max over here.
So, two things. Make sure you take care of those cinnamon rolls, because those are the only things that won't last
Right.
for a day or two. And then two, so are you going to continue with the self-abuse for the rest of the weekend? Because Mr.
It'd be a shame not to eat the leftovers.
Mr. Weight Loss Challenge winner and Mr. Keto and diet advice guy on social media,
I think I got a couple days left in me.
all right, I'm just checking, because
Well, let's see how I feel in the morning.
listen, this is a very long weekend, and
yeah.
this is the kind of weekend that you never get back on course from, if you.
This is true.
Because this weekend is almost like a week, so especially when you're lumping in Wednesday night into it, night, Wednesday,
Yeah,
Thursday,
this is
Friday,
gonna
Saturday,
be
Sunday. That's 5 days, man.
Yeah.
And if by accident,
I got the carb cough.
yeah, and if by accident on Monday when you go into work, since you haven't technically started your diet yet, and there's bagels or something out, next thing you know, 2 weeks have gone by, and you're back up to like 260 there.
Honestly, I could probably, if I got off this diet if I went 2 weeks, I would be 260 again.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Well, we've
doubt.
we've passed each other like 3 times on the scale lately,
Yeah, I
and
know.
and we've done it again. You're up to like what, 235, 236. I
Yeah,
mean,
something like that.
God forbid you weighed yourself right now.
Oh, that's not
Yeah. No, what did I say? I was 227
227. Yeah.
on the way down. Although when I sent you the number, this was funny because like every now and then you're like, hey, how many
Right.
downloads do we have today? And so unsolicited, the first message I sent you today was just the number 227, and you were like, holy shit! And I looked at it for a second. I'm like, well, he wouldn't be like. That's not a surprising weight to him that I would be. I go, oh, he thinks we had 227 downloads.
I
yesterday."
did.
So you saw I wrote, no.
I saw,
my
yeah.
my weight, not our downloads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I got a couple other things on my list here.
Good. I'm glad, because I literally have done fuck all since the other day. Although I do have stuff for my talk with Marco list, because we worked on Wednesday. So
Oh.
yeah.
Well, I got 2 things.
Yeah.
Three things actually.
yeah,
3.
yeah.
One is total useless nonsense, but I haven't been able to tell anybody, so I feel like I got to tell somebody.
Yeah.
I got new internet, right? I switched from AT&T to Spectrum because Spectrum's available in my neighborhood. Do you know they came out this morning and did it on Thanksgiving and hooked it up?
You mentioned yesterday that you had people coming out to hook up your internet, and I was like, what?
So the guy was so cool. I gave him. This is probably the worst. This now that I think about it, what an asshole. He does it, and he's like, "Hey man, everything's set up." I was like, "Hey," I said, "You doing something for Thanksgiving?" He said, "Yeah, man, I can't wait to get home and eat. I got another job to do." I gave him a sweet potato pie. I don't know why. From Publix, I just handed it to him, and he's like, "Oh," I go, "It's yours, man. You can have it. I have an extra one." And he's like, "Thanks, man." And then he it was awkward, but then he turns around and goes, "This is going to be my lunch." He walks out the door, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so glad." I don't know why. What made me give this? Because there was buy one get one free, so I gave him.
Oh, see, it all makes sense now. Because at first I thought you were going to say you gave him a nice tip, and then I knew that you're too cheap to give a nice tip, so I thought you were going to give him a $10 bill or something. Ah, but the pie was free. That's even cheaper.
Well, it wasn't free because let me explain. This is how cheap Wow, this really buries me. Okay, here in Georgia, if it's buy one get one, and if you only buy one, it's half price.
Right?
So really, he got a half price pie.
That's all.
Because I only bought one.
That's all Publix. Yeah.
Okay, so I only bought one because I ended up buying a different sweet potato casserole. I made that instead. So I gave him a half off pie. But there was literally an awkward silence because in his head he's probably thinking, why the fuck is this guy giving me a pie? Like he's just installing my cable. This is a very strange gift. I'm sure he's never gotten that as a gift, to install someone's cable for an hour.
I've never gotten food as a gift. I don't think. Yeah.
But then he stopped.
As a tip or anything.
He must have thought about it, and he turned to me and he goes, "This is gonna be my lunch." He was excited. This was it. I made his day.
So in the end, it came through. It now makes sense though. Why someone would work on Thanksgiving. I bet they get paid time and a half or twice.
So I asked him.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Really?
He said to me, he goes, I'm a contractor, so I only get paid for the work I do.
Oh.
So when they said there was jobs today, he goes, my family's not cooking till later, so I jumped at it because my whole neighborhood's getting done.
Right.
He goes, I just finished someone down the 2 houses down. Now I'm doing it. He didn't have to leave the neighborhood today, so he figured he could pick up. It took him an hour. He could pick up 3-4 jobs today for an hour.
Right. There's no drive time getting from place to place. So,
right.
Yeah.
Knock it out. Get paid for 4 jobs, and then now he's got a sweet potato pie for lunch.
There you go. Yeah.
He didn't think that was going to happen today.
The other thought was that people probably tip well on when someone comes out on a major holiday. Not this guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So the other 2 things I got. I just want to let you know, I washed my fucking stuff. I made stuffed mushrooms. I washed my mushrooms today.
Finally, for the first time ever, people. How old are you?
First time. I'm about to be 40, and I
the
finally
first time in
washed my
40
mushrooms.
years.
Right. I only did it because of you.
Because of me. It's
because you're an asshole.
because of me. Because of everybody. What do you mean? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We talked about it. You could have said, I don't want to talk about this. And we would have, you put it out there for the world. This is not me. And I'm not the one judging you. You heard from the world. You got 20, 30 messages after that podcast. People could not believe that you.
Well, I mean,
how is this me?
It's your fault. Whatever. I didn't submerge them in water. I got a little cloth. I wet it and I washed them.
Well,
and can I tell you, they didn't taste any fucking different.
It's not that you taste the dirt. It's not that much dirt on the mushrooms. It's just that you're eating dirt or not eating dirt. Especially since you're not cooking mushrooms in a pan with nothing, and then eating mushrooms without, they're in with other food. Why would you taste the dirt?
I don't know. I feel like you were trying to trick me.
Would you think your food was going to taste cleaner when you bit into it?
Whatever. You know what? It was the same shit.
Now with 100% less soil, what a taste. Yeah, I don't know. You weren't eating mouthfuls of dirt. I mean, but you were eating dirt, nonetheless.
No, ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous, but I don't think we're coming at it from the same angle.
Well, I made a TikTok about it. You can go watch it.
Okay.
And yeah. Anyway, um, my last bit of thing I have to talk about today is I just wanted to discuss what the fuck is that? Hold on. I am outside of my patio. I've got woods here. Straight woods. There's nothing but woods. I'm sitting facing the right of my house, and I just saw a random like a flash of light in the woods, like a flashlight, and then it disappeared.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? It's gone. It's not there anymore.
Well, lock your door tonight.
That's so weird. Anyway, uh, I wanted to talk about how I've become a local celebrity here in McDonough,
Oh
Georgia.
my god.
This is important information.
I mean, outside of your mailbox.
So I go to Publix
Okay.
yesterday. Second time. I go every day. Second time of the day because I forgot something. And I walk in, and 2 seconds in there, the UPS girl is in there, and she's like, "Hey," I was like, "Hey, what's up?" Because I'm the mailbox guy. Like they know. So I say hi to her. I turn the corner, and one of the kids is like, "Oh, back again." I'm like, I didn't see him the first time, so he saw me. I didn't see him. And I said, "Yeah, I forgot two things." And the kid behind him was like, "Man, you're here every day." I was like, "Okay, this is three people. I must come here way too often." So I turn the corner, and I go past the deli, and the lady goes, "Hey, where are the kids?" And I turn around. I'm like, "Me?" And she's like, "Yeah." I go, "Oh, they're home." I go, "We were here earlier. They were with me." She's like, "Oh, twice
Yeah.
today?" I
See.
said,
Yeah.
"Yeah."
You've established you go to Publix at least once or twice a day, every day.
So she's like, "Twice today, huh?" And I said, "Yeah, whatever." And the other lady in the deli goes, "Hey, happy Thanksgiving. You ready for this?" She goes, "Did your brother come for the
Uh-huh.
holidays?" I'm like, "This is deep. Now we're asking if brothers came." Like I said, "No, he's in New York, whatever." She's like, "Oh, okay. He was there one time with me." So,
You leave an
uh,
impression. Well,
so
you used to really stand out. You with that ridiculous fucking beard. So
right, but still, like, so now I get through the deli part, I go back, I get the stuff, and I go to wait in line. And now Publix has this like kiosk they have up front. I think it's just for the holidays to like kind of if you have like one or two items, you can go to the kiosk. And the lady sees me and she's like waving me over, and I said, "No, I'm next in line. It's cool." And I'm waiting and waiting. She's like, "Are you sure?" She's like, I ain't opening this for anybody else, just you." And I said, "No, no, no." I said, I'm good right here." And now there's people behind me going like, "Well, can I go over there?" And she's like calling them off. Like this is like AJ only register. So the guy behind me is like, "I don't understand why I can't go over there." Like he's upset about it. And I was like, I don't know why. So I'm like, "No, I'm cool, I'm cool." Well, all of a sudden, the lady in front of me in line is asking if I don't know what the fuck's going on, and the woman opens the door and starts breaking open the change. So now I'm like, fuck, I should have went over there. And she's still staring at me. She's like, "You can still come over here." I was like, "Okay, fine." So I go over there. I go, she's breaking open change. We got a line of 45 people, and she's I don't know what she's doing over here. And the lady goes, "Weren't you just here?" I said, "Yeah, I forgot two things. I forgot the kids wanted Dr. Pepper, which they didn't have. I had to get the Publix brand." I said, and I had to get a bread, I think, or something. I forgot. And she's like, "I was only opening the register for you." And I said, "Oh, I appreciate it." I go, "The guy behind me who's mad." She's like, "We can stay mad because after you, I'm walking away." This was like special treatment. So now I'm like, okay, the other line is still taking forever. So I go to like do my debit card, and her system crashes. So I'm like, I'm looking back now. I'm like, ah, shit. And she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." I was like, "Oh, look, now the guy's going. He's gonna get past me. I would have been done already. Like now I'm sitting here with the." So she's like, "Try it again, try it again." I go do it again. It crashes again, whatever. And now like the manager comes over and this I don't know, she's like a supervisor. She comes over and she's like, "Are you here like every day?" I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" I go, "You don't understand. You're like the 10th person in this little 3-minute trip that said this to me." She's like, "No, you literally like everybody knows you here." I was like, "It's because I come every day." And she's like, "Literally, you're here every day." I go, "Every day," and today twice.
Yeah.
And so I do the transaction, or whatever, and they're all like, everybody's like, "Oh, happy Thanksgiving!" But it's like now I like going in there. Like I can't wait to go tomorrow. They were closed today. I would have went because I feel like I'm like a star, like I'm a celebrity in there.
It's like Norm walking into Cheers.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the craziest. I love it. And the guy at the deli, I have a nickname for him. His name's Ben,
Uh-huh.
but he's got a tattoo on his face. So not to confuse him with you, he's Tattoo Face Ben. That's what I call him.
You call him Tattoo Face Ben?
Yeah.
You
And
think
he's like,
how would you confuse the two of us? He's got a tattoo on his face.
he's also black. There's no way to confuse either of you. So.
I guess you didn't want to call him Black Ben, huh?
No. So he's Tattoo Face Ben.
Yeah.
But Ben goes to Tattoo Face Ben goes to Florida often, and
Where in Florida?
this is so he goes down to Fort Lauderdale.
Ah.
So this is the second time I've gone in there, and the first time was, I mean, this was like last year, and we started talking, and I said, "Oh, I'm from Florida." Well, like the week after, because he told me he was going on vacation, and then the week after I saw him, and he was like, "Man," he's like, "I should have never took my girl." I said, "Oh, really?" He goes, "Man, the women down there, you know." So now this time he's like, "Hey." I was like, "Oh, what's up, Tattoo Face Ben?" And he's like, "I'm going back down there." I said, "Oh," he goes, "By myself this time." I said, "Oh," he goes, the women down there." But this is like the relationship. I have a better relationship with the people at Publix than I do at like my own job.
Right.
Like I should just work at Publix.
I mean, you should find out what they're paying.
I should just be like a deli manager, like the wrestler.
Yeah.
I can cut meats all day.
I don't know how that sounds appealing after seeing the wrestler, but
Yeah. Well, that's I don't know. I did forget a part to a story. A part of the story from today.
yeah.
I know you saw my Facebook post.
Which one?
I caught a cramp in my calf after dinner.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you understand. It felt like something was like an alien was going to come out of my leg. I think I'm so dehydrated, and the carbs are sucking me dry. My left, it's cramping. It feels sore right now.
No, I actually do because you can ask Marco. I'm like I think it was Sunday night. I couldn't sleep. I literally got zero sleep, and then had to go work Monday, or something like. No. It was like Saturday. I couldn't sleep, and then Sunday. I was just up in the morning, and I guess all night because I hadn't fallen asleep. I just also hadn't drank any water or anything, and then we go the next day. I got a cramp just sitting on the couch from being dehydrated in my calf so bad that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday while we were working, I was walking with a limp, like I had pulled my calf muscle or something.
That's how I feel right now.
Yeah, I walked with a limp.
I'm limping.
I got a cramp from dehydration and literally had a limp for 3 days from it.
Yeah, I drank no water today. I'll be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, look into that.
I mean, to the point my toes are cramping.
Yeah, I get that. Toes, my hands too sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Oh, look at this. Black Friday special. You know my boy Al in Texas that makes that food I always do at?
Yeah, sure.
You don't know. Anyway.
I kind of like skip past those because I don't care. But I do know you do TikTok duets with cooking. So
He's
sure, yes,
selling
I know.
The grill that he makes all that great food on. 25% off.
The actual used one?
Not like he sells them, I guess.
Oh, okay. All right.
What do you think one of those things go for?
I don't know. I don't think you're up for like you're up for the work. Isn't that like a wood burning kind of thing? And you got to
No, he
kind
uses
of.
like charcoal.
Oh, okay. That still sounds like a lot of work. That's
Oh, their tagline is awesome. We don't sell happiness, but our girls come pretty close. It's a
mm,
solid tagline. Solid tagline.
yeah. Speaking
Well,
of 25% off.
oh, this is a perfect segue.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna use it. We're gonna have 25% off of our everything on our store, which isn't much. We have T-shirts and hats and hoodies, but 25% off. Also, since we dragged our feet on getting hoodies fulfilled because we were kind of hoping for more orders. Anyone who's ordered them in the past, I'm gonna refund them 25% off because it's only fair. So,
Look at you.
yeah, I'm a sport. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Cyber Monday, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 days, they'll be available for 25% off. Just go to the website. Yeah. Now I gotta actually
Well, you know what?
do it, but you know.
Well, do it because I'm going to go live right now. I'm going to tell the world.
Oh, I thought you were going live earlier.
Coma.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, man. That sounds. I think we've done enough for a holiday special here.
We have. That's enough. This was a crappy podcast.
Yeah.
All right, that's all we got.
It's not our worst.
Oh, I guess. But all right, I'm going to go live. I'm gonna go tell the world that we're doing 25% off starting tomorrow.
Mm. Yeah. Midnight tonight.
Yeah.
Midnight tonight.
Midnight tonight. Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 4 hours to figure it out.
All right, I'm gonna go do it now.
Okay.
Let's
Bye.
do it. Okay, bye.